When Jesus was in his early 30s, he was baptized by John. This simple act seems to have convinced him that he was the long-awaited Messiah. He was now a man with a mission that proved to be hugely popular with ordinary people. Though they said he consorted with thieves, prostitutes, and tax collectors, he also claimed to heal the sick and the infirm. Now archaeology and history are giving us a truer than ever picture of how and where he lived, and why he was seen as a threat to the establishment. Jerusalem, today home to Jews and Palestinians. The religious and political tensions are never far from the surface. This is the Wailing Wall. It's where Jews come to pray. Many come to pray for freedom, the freedom to live in a land they can call their own. Historians now realize that 2,000 years ago, the Jews here also dreamt of freedom.
In the time of Jesus, they are losing the land. They are losing it not only to the might of Rome, but they're losing it by taxation from the Caesars who are demanding more and more. So you have an oppressed people. You have a people that are losing hope. You have people that are turning more and more to believing that God must soon do something.
The Dead Sea Scrolls, written in the 2nd century BC, reveal exactly what the Jews believed, that sooner or later, God would send a Messiah, a Savior. By the time of Jesus, Jewish hopes had reached fever pitch.
Religion is in the air, like in a big football game, you know, in London or in Manchester. The frenzy that's going on, that's Jerusalem. But the frenzy is not about football. It's about God and God coming soon. Maybe this Messiah is here in our midst. How will we know?
Jesus wasn't the first would-be Messiah. Over the centuries, the Jews had seen several come and go. But earlier Messiahs had led armed uprisings. Jesus wasn't a military leader, and he didn't have any troops. The facts show that after spending 40 days and nights alone in the wilderness, Jesus returned to Galilee with a very different plan, which, in its own way, was much more revolutionary. Just 20 miles east from Nazareth, in the great lake known as the Sea of Galilee, Jesus picked his team, the disciples. Instead of recruiting the obvious candidates, such as hardened revolutionaries, Jesus picked an unlikely bunch of characters. His first recruit and right-hand man was a fisherman. His name was Simon Peter. Thanks to a startling discovery here on the shores of the lake, we can now tell what kind of people fishermen like Peter were. In 1985, a severe drought caused the lake to drop to unprecedented levels, revealing an ancient and extraordinary find. Buried next to some 2,000-year-old pottery, archaeologists made one of the great discoveries of modern times. An ancient fishing boat.